Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to COD Filmy. Here are the 10 biggest things fans miss most from the older Call of Duty Zombies modes. Number 10, the PhD slider perk. First and foremost is the self-damage we all suffer from in regard to explosives in the Cold War. This is a big problem for us and any of you who like to use launchers, explosive equipment, or grenades. For example, shooting 2 capsules with a pack-a-punch M79 too close to yourself can immediately put you down, which is absurd, especially for how little damage these things do to zombies in the early rounds. So this is why the community is desperate to get PhD Slider back, a fantastic perk that lets you create explosions with your body by dolphin diving. Obviously there would have to be a few changes made.
Down with little to no damage inflicted. Blaze phase allows you to...
Number 9, items and equipment on the ground being more visually clear. The way equipment worked in the Cold War is a bit frustrating in a few ways. One, setting off stuff like C4 requires you to press interact button twice, which is the same input for picking stuff up. And the other issue is how easy it is to miss stuff on the ground. In older games, equipment and weapons would float pretty high off the ground and would be pretty hard to miss. Plus, the hitbox for picking them up would be pretty generous as well.
All you have to do is save money to buy a mobile phone that supports high...
Number 8, competitive modes in the 8-player mode from Black Ops 2. Outbreak is a brave new direction for COD Zombies, that much is clear. It basically combines zombies and Warzone and lets people experience the gameplay loop in a whole different way. But even with the new content, we'll always miss the invented modes from COD games. And sometimes your group of friends who wants to play zombies exceeds 4, so it's always good to have options for people who want to play a game mode with more people. Number 7, pack-a-punch weapons that are wackier. Cold War Zombies mode is a pretty big step back towards a more classic version of zombies. Black Ops 3 got insanely creative while getting rid of traditional aspects of the zombies mode. And while that game was a step too far in the direction, the way PAP'd weapons work in the Cold War is a step in the other direction. To put it simply, they're too tame. Number 6, when the storyline was so much simpler. Let's face it, the narrative for zombies in Call of Duty games is nonsensical. Apothecons, Keepers, Element 115, Dr. Monty, the Shadow Man, Richtof, and Maxis, the Aether Pyramid, it's also ridiculous. It's non-coherent, absurd, and impossible to follow. Cold War Zombies tries once again to simplify the plot line, but it's pretty much out of control. Fans miss the days where it was zombies were just the product of an unknown element and Rick Toffin was up to some scheme behind the scenes.
Does this offer that? It does a good job of trying to hook you.
Number 5, AI partners for solo or unfilled games. The next one is something small, but something a lot of us have been solely missing. You can wait to play zombies until your group has time in their schedules, but you can also play by yourself if you feel so inclined. The experience is different but still enjoyable, and some of you honestly prefer solo over public lobbies. In Black Ops 3, you were able to play solo while also being able to rely on AI bot characters who would fill the other 3 spots.
Fixer Max. Anyway, special shout out to...
Number 4, specific characters for the map instead of operators. Speaking of characters, we didn't realize how much we'd be missing the map-specific characters in zombies. In the Cold War, you're now able to select from any of the multiplayer operators to play as, but in most, if not all previous games, you'd spawn in as a character who was actually part of the story instead of just some copy-pasted agent. Sure, some of these crews were forgettable, but most were pretty amazing. It's a catch-22 because we love being able to use the operator skins in multiplayer to show off our friends, but we also miss the days of everyone fighting over who was playing as Nikolai. Number 3, points triggering from hits rather than kills. Another small feature, but one that a large portion of the community misses. Basically, in classic zombies games, the currency you would earn, whether it's zombie essence or straight up cash, would go up for every bullet that hits a zombie. Headshots gave more and so did melee. This led to some little strategies everyone would use, such as shooting each zombie in the head a couple of times in the first few rounds, then meleeing them. Number 2, map exclusive perks. Our next one sort of ties back to the whole map specific characters thing, but we also miss perks that were specific to certain maps as well. Sometimes they'd even be tied to the narrative on the map or match the theme of it. Being able to get every perk in the map in Cold War is actually a fantastic feature from a gameplay standpoint, but it does sort of ruin the immersion.
A couple new things also, we now have the Swarm score streak.
Number 1, more zombie types. And lastly, we miss special zombies. Now, in the Cold War, there are tons of boss zombies such as Megatons, Tempests, Mimics, Manglers, Plaguehounds, Hellhounds, and Soldats, but we sort of miss the special basic zombies that would match the theme of certain maps, like the golem-looking zombies from 5. If there was a bit of design variation for the basic zombies, that wasn't just zombie in a different outfit in the Cold War, it would do a lot to make each map feel more special.
Running around in this game and just keep killing the zombies.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. So long.